back to episode number 16 of my UIM progression series. This is phase 1 of the series, where we're focusing primarily on the quest log. Our progress there is currently 143 out of 155 of the quests completed, with 261 quest points out of the 291. Looking pretty slim here. We also have a little bit, almost as many mini quests to do as quests, actually. So in the last episode, obviously we did a mix of random things, including quests and skilling to do more quests. Primarily that was the focus, and honestly this episode isn't going to be much different from that. Right now I'm just getting set up for an AFK session for the crabs. I actually went ahead and made myself a dig site pendant because I probably will be coming back here frequently throughout the holidays, throughout the winter break to, well, AFK crabs. So I went ahead and made a dig site pendant, and we can use it here over on the house on the hill on Fossil Island, and that'll add a teleport option to our pendant here. So we can now teleport to not only the dig site, but to Fossil Island, and it'll take us straight here, which is next to the magic mushroom or mush tree transport system, and we can just kind of get to wherever we want to go. Our spot of choice is going to be the Mushroom Meadow, just because of how close this spot is with the fossil storage, so I can walk back and forth whenever my inventory fills up with fossils. So the plan is to just kind of be here while I'm editing the previous episode, and then we'll get into some questing adventures. And it looks like this world is free, so that's pretty lucky. Actually, before I take this spot though, I do need to put on the NPC aggression timer. That way I can actually see the boundaries and be able to reset aggro very easily. But yeah, hopefully nobody takes the spot. Back from the holidays, literally been doing this any free time that I had. So yeah, we got from 85 to 88 range, a good way towards level 89. 84 hit points, not much more to say about that. We've been collecting all the seaweed spores that we've come across. We have seen no Dr. Jekyll random events, so we still have all 10 of our torstals, which is unfortunate. And we've been collecting these, the calcite and the pyrophosphite agents to use on that weird prayer thing I'll show you later. But also we've been getting quite a bit of fossils. I'll show you the collection a little bit here, but actually I should probably just leave. I'll just leave now. But yeah, we've collected quite a bit of fossils. We can throw those in the museum, get some experience lamps, some free herblore experience in that way. And I don't know, I'm honestly kind of lost right now. I don't know what else I'm going to do after the fossils. I guess look at our quest list, look at our skills that we need for the quests, and yeah, get going. Here's the fossils that we've got. I think we have enough smalls and maybe larges, although I think those are also used for the plant fossils, so the smalls might be the only ones that we'll be able to complete. But I will have to clean them all, and in order to do that, I think I have to build up the camp on Fossil Island, which I'm pretty sure I haven't done yet. So we'll get started on that. We'll clean the fossils, and we will add them to the museum. Easy casket. Oh, okay, cool. Got a unique and a master clue. Doubt I'll be able to do it. Let's check. Wilderness near volcano. No, thank you. Alright, built the camp up. Ended up getting 57 construction from it. And I think after you build the camp, you can claim some fossils from a guy over here. So I guess I'll try to do that. And then we can get to cleaning at this station that is newly built. And then get our free herblore experience. So I think this is the guy we talked to. Maybe. Okay, yeah, I was able to get 5 unidentified small fossils from this guy for building the camp, along with that construction experience from actually building it. It was Peter over here by the water panning, and not this dude. So, yeah, we got a bunch of cleaning to do. Probably take a little bit. Finishing up cleaning the last of my fossils. That's all the larges done. We still have close to 30 small fossils that we didn't clean, just because we actually maxed out the small fossils that we need. We only need 14 of each type up here. and we have 15 of each type. So the rest of these we'll actually be able to use for prayer experience. I'm pretty sure you can even use the ones that you've already cleaned as prayer experience as well, but obviously we have limited inventory space to work with, so we'll be using our rare ones there to maximize on the experience, because as of now these aren't used for anything, and I'm not sure that they ever will be. I'll verify that, but I'm pretty sure there are there's pretty much no benefit to cleaning these. I don't know why. I don't know if they meant to have like some kind of buildable, build your own boss that was supposed to happen with this or something, or just more experience that you were supposed to gain from them. But for some reason they built this. They included rare fossils, they included the ability to clean them, but it's been years and there's still no use for them. So we'll see, maybe something will happen in the future, maybe I'll regret that, but I will, as of now, be using them for prayer experience because they will offer a good amount. Maybe I can check to see how much they will actually give. Yeah, so if we click on the rare fossil here, they give 2,500 prayer experience each, so that's pretty good. That's pretty decent. And since I'll be using small ones, we can take a look at what I'll be getting for those. Does it even say? Am I just blind? Oh, they give, no, those are the lamps. They offer 2,000 experience lamps for turning them into the museum. Really doesn't tell you, huh? Okay, well, I can't find it anywhere on the wiki where it says the amount of prayer experience that it gives. Obviously, it's going to be less than 2,500 because it is a small fossil compared to a rare, so it should still be worth it. We'll just check it out in real time, I guess. Right, so here's a little tutorial on what to do with your fossils after you have an excess of them, after you've obviously turned them into the museum. They can get converted into prayer experience at this ancient shroom. And the way you do that is you collect the calcium and the phosphate. I think they can be acquired in numerous ways. I think the most effective way and probably the quickest way is to kill the ancient fungi here. They drop it pretty frequently, but if you're crabbing anyways, just kind of mark them so that you can pick them up as you crab. It's very slow there, but it will come passively. And if you're an ultimate Ironman, worried about inventory space, maybe you've collected 10 and don't quite know what to do with them, you can actually store them here in the hopper, and they won't deplete until you put fossils in it. So you can add 10 of each to the hopper, and that will just be stored there for future prayer experience. For whenever that might be. Maybe you're waiting to have an optimal inventory space to maximize on your resources, or maybe you just don't have enough at the time, or you're working on the museum still, trying to get those museum fossil things built, whatever they are. But here I am, my inventory is pretty much as optimized as I can get it at the moment. And we have our rare fossils, 6 of them, and the rest are the excess small fossils. I'm not sure, I couldn't find how much prayer experience these gave on the wiki. Maybe I just can't read, maybe it's just not there. But I was able to find the information for the rare one pretty quickly. 2,500 prayer experience each for these, which is pretty beefy. So I am expecting significantly less for these. My guess is going to be somewhere around 1,000 experience, but we'll see. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. We have our chemicals in there. You would add the calcium and the phosphate if you haven't already. And then you just add your other fossils. So as we can see here, it actually gives us the option to add our unidentified fossils, which is what we're going to do. Also, I don't know if this actually takes straight from here because it shows it as green. I don't know. I don't know entirely how this works, but all I know is in my inventory I have unidentified fossils that I want to use. So I am going to throw them in. So add to pool. And we'll just make sure that it is actually taking from, yeah, it's taking from my inventory. So we'll just keep adding these to the pool. And as you can see, there's bubbles that we actually need to pop all around the pool. I think if you don't do it, it actually ends up that you lose some. So I'm just going to keep poking. We're going to keep adding fossils. That's the most that we can add right now. And you just kind of watch the pool. And once you see that a fossil like that, a bubbling fossil, has popped up, you just go and you poke it back down. And it continues the cleaning process. Or, I don't know, cleaning, cleansing, who knows. Basically getting them ready to offer as prayer experience. And generally, if you do end up on one side, just try to get your character back to the middle so that you can get to the fossils as soon as you can. And I think the cleaning process just completed, maybe? Oh, no. We gotta poke that. Okay. I think maybe, oh yeah, there's a progress bar over here. So once that progress bar goes all the way from green to gray, I guess you're done. I've only done this a couple of times, so we're kind of semi-learning as we go. But this should be the last poke. Yeah, okay, cool. So the chemical process in the pool has finished, and you should now transfer the contents to the rinsing pool. So we go ahead and open this. And all of the fossils flood into the pool. We check the rinsing pool, and we get all our fossils back. Yeah, and now they're turned into enriched. So we have small enriched and rare enriched. So we'll go to the fossil island teleport on the dig site pendant, and this will take us right up here to the house on the hill. And I believe this strange machine is actually where you use them. So yeah, okay, so the small ones give 500 experience each. A lot less than I was hoping, but better than nothing. We should actually get a level from them. Cool, level 51 prayer. And we'll just continue using them. And then we'll swap to our rare ones, which gives a lot more. Yeah, 2,500 each. So that's really nice. We'll actually get another prayer level, 52. We can now use smite, nice. And just 2 more to use, so we won't get another level. Wow, cool. Yeah, 2.5 levels from just excess fossils that we have. So 22,500 experience in total from that. And yeah, I guess now we'll just head to the museum and build our, I don't know what they're called. We'll just mount our fossils, I guess, in the bottom floor of the museum. Get our free herbal experience. Alright, so we ended up putting all the small fossils into their place. That's complete. This will be all of the small fossil lamps that we will be able to get on the account because they are all filled. And I was just looking here. There is actually a roped off area to the south in this as far down as you can go in the museum, where I'm guessing they planned on doing something with the rare fossils, but obviously nothing going on to this day. So let's go ahead and use these all on Herbler. Cool. That is all of the, what is it? Small fossils? Yeah, that's all the small fossils done. And we ended up getting a level out of it, level 63 Orbler, which allows us to make super restore potions without a boost, which is huge. It means we have a use for the red spider eggs that we have in our bag. And whenever we can start farming snapdragons, that'll be great. So the total experience gained from the small lamps was 28,000 experience exactly, at a cool 1.4 mil an hour, if I could keep that up. But yeah, let's move on to putting whatever we have left in our crate, which is the medium, the large, and the plant. Alright, finished up all the rest of the fossils that I had to put into the museum. It's looking pretty good. This first room is pretty much done, except for the large, obviously. We still need the majority of that one. Still need a couple, I think 3 more mediums, and then a bunch of plant ones. And with that we have a bunch of experience lamps as well. Alright, that's it. Oh, we ended up getting another level. I didn't expect that. Level 64. No potions unlocked from that. Oh, we're actually pretty far into level 64 too. I guess I just didn't notice how much we were getting. Yeah, 18,000 from 65. Total, we got 79,000 Herbler experience, pretty close to 80,000. So yeah, really nice. Pick up your fossils. All right, decided to stick with the prayer experience and the Herbler experience. I'm gonna do the new mini quest, Hope Spear's Will, which is completable after whatever the last Goblin quest they came out with. So I have everything prepped. I have the potions made, the Goblin potion. I gathered the last of my Toad Flax from the Troll Stronghold patch, so I'll have to keep an eye out for another seed there. Made some prayer potions, got food. You have to do all of these fights without any armor on or weapons. I think I can use prayer, and obviously I can use food. But it starts at level 32 and ends at a level 184, so it'll be a little bit challenging. I'll probably have to make multiple trips. That's why I have a bunch of doses of the potion. I should be able to get maybe the first 2 or 3 in the first trip, and then I'll probably have to come back for the other 2 individually. But yeah, we're just gonna get started on it. I'll see you when the fighting starts. Oh, there we go. That was kind of the process it took to get beefed up. Obviously, I did not anticipate that fight being as hard as it was, so I went to the Chaos Druids, got myself the Super Attack, Super Strength potion, along with some more prayer potions in the process. We got ourselves some combo food and more food in general. As you can see, I needed to make space, so I actually stored the torsos in my bag. Still haven't gotten one of those random events yet, so we'll probably be suiciding relatively soon, just because of how much stuff I have in the bag and how much stuff is actually needed for like the next things I need to do. I'll probably need to do some melee combat, so having the scimitar and the amulet of power out and the helmet knit is not would be beneficial. So I'm probably due for a suicide, so not a big deal there. Yeah, hopefully this goes a lot better. Okay, so we killed each other at the same time there. What I'm thinking is that I'll actually be able to make it back in time, because right now I'm actually not too far away from where my house portal is, and I can head to my house. I can use the Ardoin portal to get close to where the fishing guild is, which is where the cave entrance is, and my stuff is going to be all on the ground right outside the cave. And since that was a drop within an instance, I believe. Who knows? The instance probably closed and the bone is probably gone. But it's still worth a shot anyways, because I'm not really sure how the area works entirely. But if I do this quick enough, I should be able to get back to my grave, pick up the goblin potion, head back in there, and maybe it'll be on the ground. But that was a really close fight. That was like, oh man, I thought about alking my my Barrow's gloves in order to hold one more piece of food, but I was like, nah, we'll just try it out. But that one piece of food would have won me the fight. So I think if I do the same thing I just did with a little better RNG, maybe this time wait until I have a full four dose super strength potion, so I have an extra dose there, because he drains your stats, and I actually ran into stuff. I ran into potions. What was he? He was probably like a little over half dead. So right now we'll just kind of see where my stuff is at. Yeah, it's right there. So I can grab this goblin potion. And this is on the ground for an hour, so I'm not really worried about it right now. We'll grab the goblin potion, we'll drink it, become a goblin. And I'm really going as fast as I can here. I probably couldn't have done this any faster with my setup. And we'll just see if the bone is still on the ground. If it is, great. If not, I might just try to set up really quickly with that free inventory space, leave my stuff on the ground, set a timer. That way I have just that much more food that I can bring. So this might have been for the better. We still have 2 more doses of goblin potion, so that's effectively 2 more tries if this bone isn't on the ground, and it isn't. Oof. Okay, well, that kind of sucks. Since I did beat him, maybe his, no, okay. Yeah, sucks. All right. We'll just have to do that then. We'll leave our stuff on the ground, get kicked out of here. We'll just take what we need. Okay, I picked up everything that I'm gonna need. I have a timer set for 50 minutes. That should give me enough time to get back here to grab my stuff. And I guess I will just head to my house and get prepped to kill Chaos Druids again until I have enough supersets to be able to do this. Alright, made it back to all our stuff in time. I think we had something like 20 minutes to spare. We have a full inventory, as you can see. We'll have to do some inventory management later, but for now we're just going to go to Last Man Standing and get a looting bag to organize a bit. I'll take a look at what I want to do next in order to kind of get an idea of what I want to put in my looting bag for now. But yeah, all went well. Actually, dying here served me pretty well because it actually cleared up my inventory in order to hold more food to then defeat the boss. And yeah, today we've gotten a free, well, I shouldn't say free, that was quite a hassle. We got quite a lot of prayer experience, 61,000. in total from the fossils and from this mini quest. So we'll take a look at our quest list next to see what we want to do next. I think there are a couple that we can knock out without having to train any of our skills, and we'll keep progressing. Alright, so I decided to just come to the mage training arena, as you can see, obviously. We're going to be here until we have enough points to buy not only Bones to Peaches, but the steam and the lava runes that we need to do the Swan Song quest. This will actually also help us get the magic level for it. We can boost for it at the moment because we are level 64 and you need level 65. It is boostable, or I think it's 66 or something like that, but we need to have level 65 in order to do Lunar Diplomacy, so this will help us get to that goal. And also, hopefully, while we're here, we actually don't have the level to enchant Dragon Stones, and that is the best method to get the alchemy points. So I'm going to do all the other rooms and just hope we get to the point where we can, I believe it's level 68, where we can actually enchant that. And that'll help us out a lot for that room. So yeah, we're here for, I believe we need 220 points in telekinetic, so we're getting pretty close to halfway there. Pretty boring, but doing what we gotta do. Alright, so most of the way through the mage training arena, and I'm just finishing up the alchemy room. I used the last of my natures. The plan was to get to level 68 before doing the enchanting room, so that we could do the dragon stones around the room. And I think once I turn these coins in, I will get that level. Yes, I do. Nice. 68 magic and dragon stone, pretty big. Will be good for when I actually have the crafting level to make a glory. But yeah, just one room left. That gives us 338 points for the alchemy room. I needed 320, so now I just need 2,300 enchantment points, and I'll be done here. I have 2 more cosmic runes to use, so I'll go ahead and use them up here. Why not? Get some extra points. And yeah, get our rewards. Mostly we were here for a combination of things. We needed steam runes and lava runes for the next quest that we're going to do, which is Swan Song. And we also, since we were here and we had the runes, decided to go for Bones to Peaches as well, which is a hard lumberage and drainer diary. Knocked out of the way. That's also a really good spell for future PVM, things such as Slayer and God Wars Dungeons. So if we trade this guy here, we needed 2,200 telekinetic and graveyard points, 3,200 alchemy points, and 2,300 enchantment points. So the first thing we want is Bones to Peaches, so we'll go ahead and confirm that. That is that spell unlocked. Odd that it's a collection log item. It's not even an item, strange. But yeah, we also are going to verify that the combination runes that we need before we waste our points. So we'll go ahead and get the proper quest up. Let's see. Swan Song. Items needed. 10 mist runes and 10 lava runes. So we'll start with the mist. We'll go 10. Confirm. And we'll do the same with the lava. 10. Confirm. Cool. And then we got a little bit of extra points left over if we decide to come back here. I don't really know what we'd get. I guess the Master Wand would be okay. We have access to 1 free Ancient Staff. We can claim that after doing Desert Treasure from that dude that you build the mirrors with in the desert. After that, you do have to kill like mummies for it, for like a 1 in 128 chance or something. But the negatives of the Ancient Staff are that it gives a negative prayer bonus. And generally when you're using it for like burst tasks and Slayer, you're kind of relying on your prayer to stay up for as long as possible. You're kind of maximizing on your prayer gear so you can stay there. So having the Master Wand would be beneficial for Slayer and for PVM later. It is more accurate and it can get turned into the better version, the Kodai Wand, with Raids 1. So maybe I'll go for that later. Maybe just gradually over time when I have the runes. As far as the Mystic, or not Mystic Infinity, it is a nice set to have, but it's probably not going to be needed. I do have wizard boots in my looting bag that I got from Medium Clues, so I probably just won't even worry about getting the infinity boots. Yeah, honestly, probably just the master wand, which is quite a bit because you have to buy every single wand in order. So all the points you're seeing here, I won't add them up, but it is a long grind. First, Bones to Peaches for the Lumberjane Drainer Hard Diary. And yeah, I guess we're going to move on to actually doing Swan Song, because we have all the requirements, and the items are easily obtainable after we acquire the Lava and Mysterins, so why not? That's Swan Song done. Whenever this dialogue is done. Any minute now. Cool. 2 quest points, 50,000 fishing experience, 15,000 magic, 10,000 prayer, 25,000 coins, and access to the Piscatoris fishing colony. Up to 263 quest points. And level 70 fishing. Hell yeah. No other levels. There's Lunar Diplomacy done for 2 quest points, 5,000 magic, and runecrafting experience, and access to the Lunar Spellbook, which actually is going to be really useful for us in the not too distant future. It'll help us repair our pouches on the Guardians of the Rift grind, and yeah, I guess on to Dream Mentor to unlock the rest of the spellbook. But first we'll go ahead and pray at the altar to actually swap it. There we go. Here at the house we've got the full lunar set on us, and it can actually be stored here, so drop that in there. Also, something I forgot to mention is our Drammon staff got upgraded to the lunar staff. I don't know if it's an upgrade, maybe just graphically, but it'll be nice later on, I guess nicer later on, because before this I would have had to go and do part of Lost City quest again, the part where you have to go to Entrina with no weapons or armor, which is a pain in the ass for this specific account, in order to get the Drammon staff back. But now I have options. I can either do that, or I can buy it from Purdue in this form, in the lunar staff form, for 60k, or I can go back to the Ornamencer on Lunar Island, and I think I can buy it from her for half price, so 30,000. So that's going to be really useful. It'll save me a trip to Entrina, maybe several trips to Entrina throughout the lifespan of the account. And yeah, that's it. Oh, and also, yes, I did keep the Lunar Isle teleports that I got from a clue scroll just for this quest. So now that I have Lunar Diplomacy done, I can actually just use these 12 Lunar Isle teleports while I'm doing Dream Mentor. So it'll help with the limited inventory that I have, especially for this part where I need to bring 14 different foods to the dude, because I don't really have 14 inventory spaces, I don't think. What's this? 12. I guess I could make it work, but still, little convenience factor, I guess. Alright, just finishing up Dream Mentor, 10,000 magic and 15,000 hit points experience. 2 quest points, 2 new lunar spells, and a dreamy lamp, which I think gives me combat experience. Let's check. I actually don't really know. Oh, okay, yeah, it is a combat experience lamp. So let's take a look at what I want to actually use it in. It does have the option for magic, which I think would make the most sense. Depending on the experience it gives me, I'll get a level out of it, so we'll go ahead and choose that. And yeah, that's 15,000 free magic experience, getting us to level 69 magic. Nice. Okay, so just wanted to kind of talk about this new spellbook that we got. Obviously, NPC contact is kind of the main reason that we did that, because it's going to be useful to us in the near future. Humidify is also a really good one, especially if I'm going to be out in the desert mining sandstone for crafting. That'll be pretty useful there. Also, I could use that at Tithe Farm, I believe, to replenish my watering cans on the spot. But yeah, NPC contact, that's going to be great, because if you didn't know, you can talk to the Dark Mage, who's located in the Abyss, to repair your damaged rune pouches, or what are they? Essence pouches. And with that, I am going to end the video here. Seems like a good place. Wrapped up the Lunar Isle quest line, unlocked our new spellbook. That's the final spellbook that we needed to unlock, actually. I think the only spells that I'm locked out at this point are obviously the ones I don't have the level requirement for, and the ones that are unlocked at Fossil Island, at the volcano there, that mini game. So yeah, but even that, I think it's just it just enhances fertile soil. Like, I can still cast this spell, it's just I can't make ultra compost with it. So yeah, pretty cool. These are our quest points so far. We have 146 out of the 155 quests done, so less than 10 to go. Our quest points are 267 out of 291, looking slim. And our levels, as of now, we have 1525 total. Yeah, not much to say about that. Just gonna keep going with that. There are still quite a few level requirements that we do need for the quest cape. A lot of level 70s we have to get for Song of the Elves, so this will probably be closer to 16 or 1700 by the time we get the quest cape, depending on my needs, I guess, and depending on the grinds that I actually do before I get the cape. But yeah, it's looking good. So yeah, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you liked it, do what you want, and I will see you in the next one.